Love that sound. You know what it means. Time now for some of the biggest trending stories you'll want to know today. Music insiders teasing big news coming soon from K-pop superband BTS. Plus, reports emerging Prince Harry has been warned to stay away from his wife, at least professionally. Let's bring in our NewsNation entertainment expert, Paula Froelich, who's here with the scoop. Paula, a lot of people excited about BTS. What have you learned?
Oh, yeah. So for people who don't know, and there are a few,
Sure.
BTS is one of the biggest bands
Ever. Yes.
They have 40 million followers on YouTube. They exploded onto the scene a couple years ago, and then they disappeared just as fast because in South Korea, you have a mandatory 2-year military service to complete, and all band members, all 7, will be completing their service by June. And insiders are saying they're going to go straight from the military into a recording studio for a new album, and they are then going to plan a tour after that.
What should people know about this tour? Those tickets are very hard to get, by the way. What should people know?
Insanely hard.
Yeah,
it's like Beyonce and Taylor Swift had a K-pop band baby, and it's really difficult. It will be probably sold out. It will likely be a world tour, and everyone's excited to just kind of get back to business.
All right, let's move on to reports that Prince Harry's being advised to separate himself from his wife professionally. But wouldn't that bring tension to a marriage to be told that?
Yes and no. So here's the deal. Harry, as we've kind of seen before, really enjoys his charity work. He's got Invictus. He's got, some other stuff he works on in Lesotho and Africa. And that's what he loves to do. And he is not the kind of guy who's like, yeah, I want to go out and make some actual hard-earned cash, because that's just not how he was raised.
Right.
All right.
He's royalty.
Meghan, however, is clearly the one who wants to become the next Martha Stewart and just really wants her own big business. So together they are great when they do the charity stuff. They are not great in the business world, if you will. So they are going to kind of not be seen together. As you saw in her show with Love Meghan, he only appeared once to give her a little hug and a cuddle. And so, of course, people everywhere are like, oh my goodness, are they gonna divorce, blah, blah, blah. No, they're not gonna divorce. And let me tell you what, because I have got sources who are very strongly saying, you know what? Harry loves the idea of a nuclear family. He was not raised with one. His parents divorced when they were young. And also he and Meghan, even though they may have business difficulties and the money may be going away when Netflix doesn't give them another $100 million deal, they are still kind of madly in love. So Harry's not going to pull the plug. And by the way, neither is Meghan, because Meghan also understands that her allure comes with her, however tenuous relationship with the royal family.
You mentioned Netflix. CEO Ted Sarandos saying this week he thinks Markle is, quote, underestimated in terms of her influence on culture. Do you agree?
No, not really. I think that, unfortunately, Meghan has been kind of stuck in 2007, 2009. She's still trying to recreate the TIG. And the culture and the movement has kind of moved on. They don't really want perfection. She is a perfectionist. And she just seems a little kind of out of touch. And Ted, of course, has to say that because Netflix is going into a new business where they basically turn into QVC and streaming. And they're really popping off with, as ever, Meghan's Food line, which is really, they're called silent partners, but they're producing everything. So this is also why the quote-unquote second season, which she wasn't renewed, it had already been shot. This is why they are doing the second season so quickly, because they need to focus on these products.
All right, Paula Froelich with The Scoop. Thank you, and be sure to subscribe to The Scoop newsletter for all the insight and the scoops for the biggest stories in entertainment. NewsNation. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.